this lesson, we're going to look at embedding a Google Calendar into our ePortal site. And so the first thing I'm going to do is open up a new calendar. I'm going to create a calendar here. So go to calendars. Notice I prefer to look at it in month. Now you can see I already have some calendars that exist here, but I want to create one just for this class. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say create new calendar. And so I've called it Google Class Cal Demo. And you could put a description in here if you want. You can set the time zone if you'd like, or the calendar zone, the country. I want to share this calendar because I want other people to be able to see it. So I'm going to make this calendar so that I'm sharing it with anyone in the Department of Defense Education Activity. Now you may want to make this a public calendar. Let's say you're putting a calendar on your ePortal that you want parents to be able to look at to see the students' assignments and things like that. So you would make this public, and over here you would select see all event details. Now right now I can't show that, but over here you can see you would have that choice. So I've had that changed for all Isles schools. So if you're in the Isles district, you should be able now to choose see all event details. Bear in mind that this can be then seen by anybody, so you certainly wouldn't want to put any compromising information on there. Perhaps, you know, the soccer team is going to meet at the corner of 5th and Main at 4 o'clock. That would be a security breach. So you want to be careful what you put on there, but you can certainly put your PowerPoint is due next Monday. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create that calendar, and let's go ahead and add an event to it. So I'll go to March 28th, and I'm going to put end of the Google class and create my event here. So now I've got an event in there. Notice it's color coded, and so I can see that it's for that class as opposed to the blue, which is a different color code. So now I want to share this calendar. So I'm going to go over here and click on share this calendar, and I'm going to go to calendar details. And here is where I can choose how I want to share this. Now if you're going to put it into your ePortal, you'd want to choose HTML. So I'm going to click on the HTML here, and I'm going to use this Google Calendar my website. So I want to use the configuration tool to generate this custom HTML. So I click on that, and notice there's some HTML that's created. But I need to do something a little bit different with that, because one of the issues that we have in Dodia is that we have people who live in all sorts of different countries. So we want to set a default language so that it doesn't come up in the language that maybe their browser is set to. So I'm going to go over here and select US English for that. So, and you can see if I go to March, there's my event. I only want this class to show on there, so I've only selected that calendar to display. Notice it shows all the calendars that I have, whether ones that are shared with me or calendars that I own. I can put a border on here. I can add a background color if I want to make it kind of fancy, you know. Probably, let's make it so there I've got a little thing. I can choose when I want it to start. I want this default view to be month. I'm going to have all these other things here. So now what I want to do is update my HTML. Make sure you do that before you copy the HTML. So I'm going to update that, and that will put things like the language selection and such in there. So, and now I can go ahead and copy that. I'm going to go to my Weebly site, and I'm going to go in and insert custom HTML. So scroll down to embed code. I'm going to drag that onto my site and click there, paste in my HTML, and there's my calendar. Look at that. So if I publish that, and I can look at this on the web and see how it's going to look. And there it is. So you can look at it in the week, agenda, or month. Now, if I were to go back to Google Drive, to my calendar, and I say OK, and I'm going to go back to the calendar, and I'm going to add something on the 27th here, and let's just say test posting. I can edit that event if I wanted to put it at a certain time. It's all day. If I wanted to repeat, things like that. So anyways, I'll save that. And now, when I go back to my DSO blog, if I were to refresh this, let's go to March, and test posting shows up. So this calendar updates automatically. It's linked to my Google Calendar, so I don't have to go back into ePortal and update that calendar. It's going to happen automatically every time I update my calendar in Google. So that's using your Google Calendar in ePortal.